here's our first video to make up for the fact that Collaborate did not record after the power outage. So we've already made Gallon Guy. We've looked at some conversions we need to know. So we're going to talk about how to do some conversions. And for this we use a process called dimensional analysis, which sounds a lot fancier than it really is. So if you've taken a chemistry class, you've probably seen this before. But the basis behind dimensional analysis is we are allowed to multiply by conversion rates. Now, what's special about conversion rates is conversion rates are equivalent to 1. Okay, so an example of a conversion rate would be something like 12 inches to 1 foot, or maybe 1 cup to 8 fluid ounces. Okay, the numerator and denominator are equivalent. So in mathematics, if the top and bottom are equivalent in a fraction, we say that it is equal to 1. This is important because if we multiply a number by 1, we don't change its value. So let's just start with an easy example. Let's convert 3 quarts to pints. Okay, now this is one that we can probably do in our head pretty easily. We do know that 2 pints is equivalent to 1 quart. Okay, so what we do with dimensional analysis is you always start with what's given. So I'm given 3 quarts, and I'm going to put that over 1. Okay, so here's your given. Then we want to multiply by something that's equivalent to 1. So this does need to be multiplication. And I know when I'm working with a fraction, I can cancel common factors. I can also cancel units. So I want quarts on the bottom so that I can cancel across. I want pints on the top. So using my conversion rate, I know that 2 pints is equivalent to 1 quart. So then when I multiply, the quarts have canceled. So I end up with 3 times 2, I end up with 6 pints, and that's going to be over 1. Now that one you could probably do in your head, but just sort of getting an idea for how to set up this dimensional analysis. All right, so let's try, let's convert 4 gallons to cups. Now this one's going to take several steps. I don't have a conversion that goes straight from gallons to cups. So I'm going to start with what I know, 4 gallons, and I'm going to put that over 1. All right, so I want to start multiplying by conversion rates. I would like gallons to cancel, so I'm going to put gallons on the bottom. And I know that 1 gallon is equivalent to 4 quarts. So what that does is that allows me to cancel the gallons. So now I'm in quarts. So I'm just going to repeat the process again. I multiply again. I would like quarts to cancel, so I need quarts on bottom. And I know that 1 quart is equivalent to 2 pints. And now the quarts have canceled. So now I just need to get from pints to cups. So I multiply again. I want pints on the bottom, cups on the top. I know that 1 pint is equivalent to 2 cups. Okay, and then the pints cancel. So across the bottom I just have 1, so I don't have to write that. 4 times 4 times 2 times 2. That's going to give me 64 cups. So our first 2 examples, we only had 1s in the denominator. So for this next example, I want to look at one that goes the other direction. So we're going to convert 10 cups to quarts. Okay, so we're going to write down what we know, which is 10 cups, and we're going to put that over 1. Now I know that there are let's see, 2 pints and a quart, but I'm also going to need cups to pints. So if I multiply, I want cups on the bottom. I know that 2 cups is equivalent to 1 pint. So that gets rid of the cups. Then I want pints to go away, so I need pints in the bottom. And 2 pints is equivalent to 1 quart. So you always want to make sure what's on the bottom and what's on the top, those are equivalent amounts. So notice on this one, I end up with 10 times 1 times 1 in the numerator. I end up with 2 times 2 is 4 in the denominator. So I end up with 10 fourths. That would be 5 halves, or 2 1/2 quarts.